Good morning all of you. Now already we have started chapter 1 number system. Today we are going to learn about exercise 1.5. Operation on real numbers. You know already pretty well about real numbers. Let us revise once. Set of rational and irrational numbers together is a real number. Operation. What is meant by operation? You have learned in the previous classes. Operations is nothing but basic mathematics. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are the four basic operations of mathematics, isn't it? Now, operation on real numbers. One rational and one irrational number. Adding two numbers in that one must be rational and one is irrational. Apply one rational number and irrational number on the operation on real numbers. Let us see example. Add 5 plus 2 root 3. You know 5 is rational, 2 root 3 is irrational. Let us add one rational number and one irrational number. 5 plus 2 root 3 and 7 plus 2 root 3. You know pretty well 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. For example, 3x plus 4x is equal to 7x. Isn't it? 5x plus 6x is equal to 11x. In the same manner, 2 root 3 plus 3 root 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 root 3. This is addition. Listen carefully. Second one is subtraction. Subtraction 7 plus 5 root 3 and 3 plus 2 root 3. 7 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 3 root 3. 5 minus 2, 3. Now, when it comes to third one, multiply 13 into root 5. You know 13 is rational, root 5 is irrational. 13 into x. 13x. 7 into y, 7y. In the same manner, 13 into root 5 is nothing but 13 root 5. Isn't it? When it comes to division, 9 divided by root 5 is equal to, y is nothing but 9 by root 5. 9 by root 5. How do we simplify this type of sums? I will teach further next. Now, let us observe addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Here, one rational and one irrational number. Let us observe. Here we have taken two numbers, one is p, another is q, isn't it? If p is rational and q is irrational, p is rational and q is irrational, their sum and difference is irrational. By adding or subtracting, you will get the irrational number. When it comes to product and quotient, the product or quotient of a non-zero rational number is irrational. This is the condition here, non-zero. Other than 0, then only it becomes irrational. If you take 0, what does it mean? 0 into any number becomes 0. 0 by any number becomes 0. So, 0 is rational number. 0 is nothing but 0 by 1. That means, what is the condition here? The product or quotient of a non-zero rational number, other than rational number, 0 only, if you take, you will get the irrational number. When it comes to both p and q are irrational, 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3. Here we have taken one rational and one irrational number. Here both are irrational numbers. Same procedure, you know, isn't it? 2 plus 1, 3 root 2 plus 5 plus 3, 8 root 3. Here I am giving two examples. One is both are irrational. Here 3 plus of minus root 3. 3 plus of minus root 3 is equal to 0. Here subtraction 3 minus 2, 1 root 3, 7 minus 3, 4 root 5. Root 5 minus root 5 is equal to 0. This is also root 3 plus of minus root 3. Root 3 minus root 3 is equal to 0. Root 3 minus root 3 is equal to 0. Root 5 minus root 5 is equal to 0. Multiplication of root 2 into root 2, square root of 4. What is the square root of 4? 2. Root 7 divided by root 7 is equal to 1. Here there are two conditions. For that reason I explained two examples. Here what we have taken, both P and Q are irrational numbers. If you take both P and Q are irrational numbers, what is the condition here? Observe now, if we add, subtract, multiply or division, divide two irrational numbers, the result may be rational or irrational. Here we got 0, 0, 2 and 1. That is rational. That means if you take P and Q are irrational numbers, P plus Q, P minus Q, PQ or P by Q, whether it may be rational or irrational. Now next, in the 7th class, 8th class, you have learned about the algebraic identities. What are they? A plus b whole square, a minus b whole square and a square minus b square, isn't it? A plus b whole square is nothing but a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Third one, a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b, or a minus b into a plus b. Now let us see if a and b are two positive real numbers. Now the laws of algebraic identities we have to apply on the real numbers. Next, continuation. Root AB can be written as root A into root B. Root over A by B can be written as root A by root B. Now let us see, 3 to 6 are based on the algebraic identities. Let us observe. Root A plus root B into root A minus root B. Just now I told you this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. You know pretty well, root a into root a square. Root a square is nothing but a. Root b into root b is equal to b. So root over a plus b into root over a minus b is equal to a minus b. Very simple formula. Next, root a plus root b into root a minus root b. Here, what is the difference between this? Here, both for a and b are there is root. Here, there is root for only b. So, a into a square minus root b into root b. This is root a plus root b into root c plus root d. First of all, with root a multiply root c plus root d, and again with root b multiply root c plus root d. This is the condition. Observe, root a into root c is equal to root ac plus root a into root d is equal to root ad plus root b into root c is equal to root bc plus root b into root d is equal to root bd. Understood all of you? First, root c plus root d multiplied by a, then again multiply by b, and here between addition. Now when it comes to root a plus root b whole square, this is in the form of, just now I explained, a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Root a into root a is equal to a plus 2ab, 2 into root a into root b. Just now we explained here, root a into root b becomes root ab, isn't it? So 2 root ab plus root b into root b, b. These are the 6 laws of algebraic identities apply on real numbers. Based on this, let us see some examples are given here. There are 4 examples. Let us solve these 4 examples by applying these laws. Every day I am telling one thing. Don't forget what is that main thing. Before going to these sums, let us practice these laws. By seeing this, first, for example, 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. Immediately you must get some idea. What is the here property we have to apply? All are different. So, A, B, C, D. So, this is the formula we have to apply. Root A plus root B into root C plus root D. Now, let us see here. First, with 5, just now I explained. With 5, first multiply 2 root 5. Are you ready? Observe. 5 2s are 10 plus 5 into root 5 is equal to 5 root 5. Root 7 into 2, 7 root 2. 7 root 2, x into 3 is equal to 3x. In the same manner, root 7 into 2 becomes 2 root 7 plus root 7 into root 5. Multiplication, root 35. 7 5s are 35. Root 35. That is the solution, very simple. Now, let us see second sum. What is second sum here? 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. Observe. 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. This is in the form of a plus root b into a minus root b. Am I right? Are you following? Immediately, that only I am telling is by seeing this sum you must get idea. Without applying this formula laws, don't do direct sums. Now, this is in the form of a plus root b into a minus root b. A square minus b. If you compare this to a is equal to 5, root b is equal to root 5. So, a square 5 into 5. 5 into 5 how much? 25. Minus root 5 into root 5. I told already, root 5 into root 5, 5. Previous class also explained as many examples. Root 5 into root 5, root 25 is 5. Root 6 into root 6, 6 6 are 36 to 6. So, any same number multiply the root, you will get the same number. So, 25 minus 5 is equal to 20. This is in the form of 25 minus 5 is equal to 20. Now, let us see third sum. Root 3 plus root 7 whole square. Understood? Both are root and square, that is in the form of root a plus root b whole square. If you know, remember the formula a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. In the same manner, root a plus root b whole square. Root a plus root b whole square is equal to, how do we get that formula? Root a into root a is equal to a plus 2ab, 2 into root a into root b, 2 root ab. Root b into root b is equal to b. If you observe this, root a plus root b whole square, now you will let us expand root 3 whole square plus 2 into root 3 into root 7 plus root 7 whole square. Am I right? Root 3 into root 3, 3 plus 2 into root 3 into root 7, root 21. Root 7 into root 7 is equal to 7. Here you can write as 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. That is whole numbers. When it comes to last, second sum and fourth sum are same model. Second sum and fourth sum are same model. A plus root b into a minus root b, a plus b into a minus b, a minus b into a plus b. You know, two numbers multiply in a order gives this same as product in this same manner. Root a plus root b also can be written here a minus root b. A minus root b into a plus root b also you will get the a square minus b. That also I will explain, all of you listen. Root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7. Same. This is in the form of root a minus root b into root a plus root a. Don't think, both are same. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. In the formula, a minus b. That means root 11 into root 11 is equal to 11 minus root 7 into root 7 is equal to 7. 11 minus 7 is equal to 4. Now let us continue next topic. Rationalizing factor. What is meant by rationalizing factor? If the product of two irrational numbers is a rational number, then each of the two irrational numbers is called representative fraction of the other number. Two irrational numbers, product of two irrational numbers is a rational. Then each one is known as rationalizing factor. Observe now, rationalize the denominator of 3 by root 5. How do we rationalize? Rationalize the denominator. There is root in the denominator. So, to remove the root, what is there here? Root 5. If you multiply root 5, both numerator and denominator, then it becomes a rationalizing factor. 3 by root 5 into root 5 by root 5. 3 into root 5 becomes 3 root 5 by root 5 into root 5 is equal to 5. Rationalizing the denominator is nothing but there should not be root in the denominator. That is first example. Write the simplest representative fraction. RF is nothing but representative fraction. 75 can be written as root 25 into root 3. You know pretty well, 25 square root is 5. 5 into root 3. So what is the rational number here? Root 3. So root 3 is the simplest rational RF, representative fraction of the 75. Simplest form RF, rationalizing factor of 75 is equal to root 3. Now let us see next, to rationalize the denominator of 1 by a root b, opposite root a plus root b is in the denominator. What is the opposite of root a plus root b? Root a minus root b, isn't it? Both numerator and denominator multiply by root a minus root b, then only it becomes a, where a and b are integers, where a and b are integers. So let us see the rationalizing denominator. 1 by 2 plus root 3 can be written as 1 by 2 plus root 3, rationalizing factor is 2 plus root 3 becomes 2 minus root 3. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 2 minus root 3. 2 minus root 3 1 are 2 minus root 3. 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. Just now we explained it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. 2 2s are 4 plus into minus minus root 3 into root 3 3. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Answer 1 is in the denominator. It makes no difference. So answer is 2 minus root 3. So what is the rationalizing? After rationalizing to rationalizing the denominator, 1 by 2 plus root 3 multiply numerator and denominator by opposite of 2 plus root 3. Hence the answer becomes 2 minus root 3. Now let us see homeworks. First one, rationalize the denominators of the following. Just now I explained. I am giving 3 sums. 1 by root 7 minus root 6. 1 by root 5 plus root 2. 1 by root 7 minus root 2. Second, simplify each of the following expressions. These 3 sums are based on the just now I explained algebraic identities. Based on that I am giving another 3 sums. All of you listen. 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. Before going to complete the sums, first let us practice, then only you do as homework. That is the end of the chapter.